friends, welcome back to Bucket List Homestead. My name is Lynn. Today I am going to show you what I do to try to help keep my family healthy through this time of year when the germs are running rampant. Now, I'm going to do all the disclosure stuff first. First, I'm making elderberry syrup. And I love elderberry syrup. I've been using it, buying it for years for my family. And it got very, very expensive. A little teeny bottle is quite a bit. And we take it not only for when we're sick, but to help keep us from being sick. So we take, all of us are adults roughly now. I mean, Aiden is only 16, but he's 6'1". So we all take a tablespoon a day. Every day, just to help, if we remember, just to help keep the sickness away. And then when we're not feeling good or we know we're coming down with something, then we up it, usually anywhere from 4 times a day. But it got very expensive, and I was so excited. 3 years ago, I found a organic farm not too far from us, a half hour from us, that was selling elderberry, little elderberry trees. And we bought 4 and brought them home, and the last 2 years, they have produced so many elderberries. I thought last year was huge. Nothing compared to this year. I harvested 5 times this year already. I've left the rest for the birds because I have so many elderberries. I wish I had harvested more of the elderberry flowers when they were blooming. If I'd known how many berries I was going to get, I would have sacrificed some of the flowers. But that'll be next year. And there's so many healthy benefits, which I'll get to in just a second. And they're so easy to grow. If I can grow them, anybody can grow them. We have 4 and they're all fairly close together. They get a lot of sun, and that's about it. That's all I have done for them. Sometimes I remember to feed them, sometimes I don't, some fertilizer, but they're really easy to grow. And I can make my own elderberry syrup now, which is great. Much cheaper, pennies really, considering what I'm using as part of the other ingredients. But I'm not a doctor, and I am not a nutritionist or even a registered herbalist, whatever. I just have done a lot of research. And I just want to, for disclosure, there are some things you need to know about elderberries. I have all my notes here. So unripe or uncooked elderberries, or the flowers, can cause nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea in larger amounts, and also cause more serious poisoning. So you have to make sure you're using the right kind of elderberries. Mine are the dark, dark, dark purple, almost black color. And they have to be cooked in order for you to use the syrup. Other things to keep in mind: if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, you probably shouldn't take it. Other parts of the elder tree, including the branches, twigs, leaves, roots, seeds, are toxic. They have a type of cyanogen called glycoside, so keep that in mind. People with immune problems might have reactions to elderberry. If you get a rash or have trouble breathing after you take some, you might be allergic to it. And because it's a diuretic, be careful if you're also taking medicines that make you pee more. Be careful not to mix them. And honestly, just talk to your doctor if you're taking a lot of medications, because even though it's natural, it's not, you can't always mix things that you're taking. So you need to keep that in mind. And yeah, just please, do your research. I'm not an expert. This is just what I use to help keep my family healthy through the germy season. So now we get that out of the way, I can let you know what elderberries, and this is from different sites that I found online, just so I can share them with you. They're high in vitamin C. They have antioxidant power. They promote heart health. They can lower inflammation and stress, boost your immune system, which is why we use it. Good for respiratory and lung health. They're high in fiber, and they're good for blood sugar management. They can also help with constipation, joint and muscle pain, infections that affect how you breathe, headaches, fever, kidney problems, epilepsy, and minor skin conditions, and again, stress. So yeah, they're not they're quite the powerful little berry considering how small they are. And I am using, in my recipe today for the elderberry syrup, I am using dried elderberries just because it's easier. But you can use fresh if you want. You would probably have to maybe use a little less fresh than you are. I'm going to be using about a cup of dried elderberries today. But if I was using fresh, I'd probably maybe use a half a cup. you know, because you're going to get a lot of juices from the fresh. So what I use is I have a cup of my dried elderberries here. I'm going to be using fresh ginger, just a little knuckle of fresh ginger, and I'll be peeling that and then chopping it up. Now, I am going to be using 1 cinnamon stick. This is the one I'm going to be using, and this is a Ceylon cinnamon. I hope I'm saying that right. This is the cinnamon I like to use for a bunch of reasons. One, this is full also, this kind of cinnamon is also full of antioxidants, which helps your body handle free radicals and lowers your risk of health conditions like cancer. I'm a cancer survivor, so anything that helps me make sure I don't get it again in my family, I'm going to try. It helps with heart disease and diabetes. It's also rich in mineral manganese, and this mineral helps your body manage the enzymes that produce hormones and help repair your bones. So this little bark, this little stick is pretty powerful. If you only have powdered cinnamon or regular cinnamon sticks, they're still good for you, so certainly use it. I will link down below where I get my Ceylon. Which is Amazon. It's the best deal for it, and it lasts forever. I mean, I still have quite a few sticks here, so I'm just going to be using 1 stick of that. I'm going to be using 4, these are organic, 4 whole cloves of cloves, and eventually some water, and eventually honey, but we do not add the honey until after this is cooled down. And in a perfect world, this would be organic honey, but organic honey here is so expensive. It is Canadian, and it's unpasteurized. Make sure it's unpasteurized to get all the benefits you want from your honey. And some water, and that's it. So I like to use my little crock pot for this. So this is the cinnamon that I've cut up. Or the ginger, rather. Here's a cinnamon stick. My elderberries. And we're not, I should say that, you know, you can use up to 4. I'm only going to use 2 cloves. We're not huge clove fans. And I think 2 is going to be plenty strong enough for us. So, and okay, that's 2 cups. 3 cups. Perfect. And I'm going to put it on high for the first half hour. Okay, it's been a half hour on high. I'm going to set it low, and I'm going to let this go on low for about 2 hours. So this cooked for about 2 hours on low. And then about another half hour, I took the lid off. So now we're just going to strain it. I just wanted some of the water evaporate a little bit, so it'll be a little bit thicker syrup. So we're just going to strain this now and let it cool down, and then we'll add the honey. So this has been cooling for over, oh my gosh, about 2 hours now. So I'm just going to move this out of here. And I have half a cup of my honey. We're going to add it to that. Yeah, you don't want your elderberry mixture to be too hot, or all the benefits of the unpasteurized honey will be killed from the heat. So you do want it definitely lukewarm. We're just going to stir that up. Beautiful purple color. That's what we're looking for. Smells amazing. So I have a jar here, and I already have it labeled, elderberry syrup, and I put the date on it. And you can keep this in your refrigerator. Now, my research has got different amounts that it will last in your refrigerator. I have seen up to 6 months, it says. I've seen only 2-3 weeks. It doesn't last us that long with 4 of us taking it every day. But I've definitely had it go past a month and still been using it. I just don't, there's nothing in here that will necessarily go bad as long as it's refrigerated. Okay, that seems to be all incorporated. So we're just going to pour it into here. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Let's scrape out the rest of that honey. And there we go. Elderberry syrup to help keep us from getting sick and to help us get over any sickness if we do get sick. Very easy, and it's much cheaper to make your own, even if you have to buy the elderberries, which I can also link down in the description below from Amazon. There is organic elderberries dried on for sale on Amazon, so it's still cheaper to make your own, even if you have to buy the elderberries. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget the little bell that will notify you when new videos come out and when I go live. Until then, take care, folks. God bless, and we'll see y'all soon.